Welcome back to Dragon Age Inquisition Part 2. So, let's get started. So, from where we left off, we are just reaching the rift that's part of our main quest, the Wrath of Heaven, which is located on our top right corner.
Quickly, before more come through! What did you do? I did nothing. The credit is yours.
So, if you guys didn't realize that little quick glimpse, you saw Varric from Dragon Age 2.
At least this is good for something.
Whatever magic opened the breach in the sky also placed that mark upon your hand. I theorized the mark might be able to close the rifts that have opened in the breach's wake. And it seems I was correct.
Meaning it could also close the breach itself.
Possibly. It seems you hold the key to our salvation.
Good to know. Here I thought we'd be ass-deep in demons forever. Varric Tethras, rogue, storyteller, and occasionally unwelcome tag-along.
Now, Varric by far is my favorite character, both in Dragon Age 2 and in Dragon Age Inquisition.
Are you with the Chantry, or...?
Was that a serious question?
Technically, I'm a prisoner, just like you.
I brought you here to tell your story to the Divine. Clearly, that is no longer necessary.
Yet, here I am. Lucky for you, considering current events.
So, what I did was, normally the options on the left are investigation questions, which doesn't push the story along, but delves deeper into it. And I will be doing all investigations from here on out.
That's a nice crossbow you have there.
Isn't she? Bianca and I have been through a lot together.
You named your crossbow Bianca?
Of course. And she'll be great company in the valley.
Absolutely not. Your help is appreciated, Varric, but...
Have you been in the valley lately, Seeker? Your soldiers aren't in control anymore. You need me.
Ugh.
My name is Solus, if there are to be introductions. I am pleased to see you still live.
He means I kept that mark from killing you while you slept.
You seem to know a great deal about it all.
Solus is an apostate, well-versed in such matters.
Technically, all mages are now apostates, Cassandra. My travels have allowed me to learn much of the Fade, far beyond the experience of any circle mage. I came to offer whatever help I can give with the breach. If it is not closed, we are all doomed regardless of origin.
So, investigation questions can also increase approval rating, as you just saw with Solus.
That's a commendable attitude.
Merely a sensible one. Although sense appears to be in short supply right now. Cassandra, you should know, the magic involved here is unlike any I've seen. Your prisoner is no mage. Indeed, I find it difficult to imagine any mage having such power.
Understood. We must get to the forward camp quickly.
Well... Bianca's excited.
So, if you...
This way, down the bank. The road ahead is blocked.
We must move quickly.
So if you saw before when Solus mentioned that I'm no mage, the conversation would have been actually different due to the fact in my old save I was a mage. So, like I said, looting does yield better equipment, and what I really like, and it's maybe a personal thing for me, is I love it when equipment changes, the look how you look, and just how it feels, even though I'm not technically the one wielding it. So, although it may not seem like a huge thing, but this feature right here, the jump feature, is a big deal. That means no place is inaccessible unless you're at the edge of the map. So as you can see, I can control other party members. And through that is how I will show you each class as they go along. Now this is showing me a new feature in Dragon Age, which is the tactical camera. So what it does is it pauses time and allows you to command each person in your party to attack a certain person, use an ability on a certain person. So using this would be beneficial for harder enemies. And you can advance time. Let's say I have Cassandra attack. Let's say I have Cassandra attack this guy right here. I can forward time by pressing R2, and it will show Cassandra doing the basic attack that I told her to. So I can tell everybody to do a specific action, whether it's my guy using his square ability, Cassandra using her square ability or just a basic attack, Solus using a barrier, and Varric using a leap shot or sitting down caltrops. So what happens is that whoever you leave off with at the end of your tactical camera, and when you exit, you will be in control of that person, which may be confusing. And what I recommend in this game is to play as everyone at least once, to switch up your companions, because not only does it give you a chance to experience everyone, every class, but it also gives you the chance to experience different narratives that happen, like adventure narratives that happen throughout time. Like putting Cassandra and Varric together has different actions, has different narratives than if I were to put Solus and another companion that you get later on in the future. So what I disregarded before was the resources. I picked up something called an elf root, which is used for potions later on, whether it's upgrading or replenishing your potions at your base of operations. So normally I would be exploring a great deal right now, but to speed things up, I'll do simple exploration. And what's a cool new feature is the search option, which is by pressing the L3 button, different sounds chime whenever there's something nearby,
Are you innocent?
and they glow in
I don't
orange.
remember what happened. That'll get you every time. Should have spun a story.
That's what you would have done.
It's more believable and less prone to result in premature execution.
So something like that. Having different characters have different interactions, like the one we just saw between the three characters. So we have something called just a quick wheel, which I can access my healing potions or give basic commands, like attack the person I'm targeting, disengage from them, which if you need to do if you're running away, or clear any commands or hold positions if you want to be, if they're getting in your way or somewhat. So as you can see, these potions, I can't use it because I am attacking. So in order for me to use it, I need to stop attacking and use some potion. Potions are your best friends in this game. Even in normal, when you're fighting a dragon, which are the hardest bosses in the game.
I hope Liliana made it through all this.
She's resourceful, Seeker.
We will see for ourselves at the forward camp. We're almost there.
So as you see, this orange circle is me searching around. You hear that little sound in the background. That means that there's nothing for me to
Another
find.
rift!
We must seal it! Quickly!
They keep coming! Help us!
So this is a new feature in Dragon Age, which is the Fade Rifts. Due to that mark on our hand, we have the ability to close these Fade Rifts. But in order to do that, we must weaken the rift. So it's basically like waves of enemy come at me.
Hurry! Use the mark!
Closing Fade Rifts do grant you experience. And as you just saw, I leveled up. And now, through leveling up, I can give my guy new abilities. Like I said, I could have done double daggers in the beginning, but I chose to do archery, so I'm going to stick with the archery tree for now. So these diamonds mean that it is an active ability, meaning you have to put it in your hotkey in order to use it, and these circles are passive abilities. So I'm going to start off with a damage bonus, or I can do a death from above, which is if I am higher than my opponent, I do more damage. Or I can choose to upgrade my active ability, Archer's Lance. So rogues we have the double daggers, we have archery, we have sabotage, which lays down traps if we want to, and we have subterfuge, which is kind of sneaking around, making sure that to avoid ways of getting hit. So I'm gonna choose evasion due to the fact that I am a long-range fighter, and if they do get close to me, I do not want them hitting or give me a less likely chance of getting hit.
Rift is gone. Open the gate.
Right away, Lady Cassandra.
We're clear for the moment. Well done.
Whatever that thing on your hand is, it's useful.
So, like I said, this search thing right here, when you hear this sound and something highlighted in orange, that means it's collectible. Supply caches refill the potions that we use. I highly recommend, before ever using any of them, is to check all your players' health, use all potions, and then use your supply cache, because it will fully heal all your potions. So not only are we allowed to change the equipment of our own character, but the characters around us. Varric is in his own situation due to the fact that he has his own special equipment called Bianca. Now, since we got a Morning Star, we're going to equip that. You can compare what the new item compared to what they have originally.
Ah, here they come.
You made it. Chancellor Roderick, This is...
I know who he is. As Grand Chancellor of the Chantry, I hereby order you to take this criminal to Valroyo to face execution.
Order me? You are a glorified clerk, a bureaucrat.
And you are a thug, but a thug who supposedly serves the Chantry.
We serve the most holy, Chancellor. As you well know.
Justinia is dead! We must elect a replacement and obey her orders on the matter.
We're gonna be a little of a wise ass right now.
Don't talk about me like I'm not here.
You shouldn't even be here! Call a retreat, Seeker. Our position here is hopeless.
We can stop this before it's too late.
How? You won't survive long enough to reach the temple, even with all your soldiers.
We must get to the temple. It's the quickest route.
But not the safest. Our forces can charge as a distraction while we go through the mountains.
We lost contact with an entire squad on that path. It's too risky.
Listen to me. Abandon this now, before more lives are lost.
How do you think we should proceed?
So, you see the difference in the conversation wheel? This now means that an option that whatever I choose is what we decide to do. It can change my approval ratings on some, and it can increase it or decrease it. Now, again, on the left side is your investigation
Now
side.
you're asking me what I think.
You have the mark?
And you are the one we must keep alive. Since we cannot agree on our own,
So now we can choose between the two options: charge with the soldiers or take the mountain path. So charging with the soldiers will increase our approval rating with Cassandra, and taking the mountain path will decrease it. So we're gonna charge with the soldiers.
I say we charge. I won't survive long enough for your trial. Whatever happens, happens now.
Liliana, bring everyone left in the valley. Everyone.
On your head be the consequences, Seeker.
Now each route yields its own rewards. We have the approval of Cassandra, and we have the possibility of picking up different loot that we wouldn't have gotten if we chose the mountain paths. So we have a new shield now, so we're gonna equip Cassandra with that. And of course, we'll compare to see which is better. And then we have a stiletto, but I'm not using daggers, so I will keep with my bow. So in my mage file, I chose to do the mountain path, which I think either or we yield a fade rift, which you have to close. But if you chose the mountain path, it provided you with a chance to save the scouts that went missing in the mountain path, which would have raised Solus's approval rating.
How many rifts are there?
if we had to get past!
Quickly then!
So while fighting enemies, I can disrupt the rift, and if I'm not attacked beforehand, it stuns them for a little bit, and it does damage to them. So you can always choose how you want to approach fighting these rifts when they get harder and harder.
Sealed, as before. You are becoming quite proficient at this.
Let's hope it works on the big one.
Lady Cassandra, you managed to close the rift. Well done.
Do not congratulate me, Commander. This is the prisoner's doing.
Is it? I hope they're right about you. We've lost a lot of people getting you here.
I can't promise anything, but I'll try my best.
That's all we can ask. The way to the temple should be clear. Liliana will try to meet you there.
Then we'd best move quickly. Give us time, Commander.
Make her watch over you, for all our sakes.
So I'm
Temple
gonna.
of Sacred Ashes.
What's left of it?
That is where you walked out of the Fade, and our soldiers found you. They say a woman was in the rift behind you. No one knows who she was.
Pretty. So I'm gonna stop here for today. Once again, if you like this video, please like, comment, or subscribe.